Karu start?
Yes.
Good afternoon, all the students. Now today we will see the second chapter, root of administration. Root of administration of drug. Now you know the drug administration. Now today is in the world, so many medicines are used. Some are the liquid, some are the tablet. The various form of the medicine is available: tablet, capsule, liquid, parenteral, cream, ointment, jellies is available. Now in this chapter we will study the route of administration and advantage and disadvantage of each. Now first you can see the route of administration based on the systemic effect and the local effect. Now first see the systemic effect. Systemic effect. Now in this effect, the effect produced by drug after being effectively absorbed in the blood stream is called as systemic effect. See again, the effect produced by the drug after being effectively absorbed the blood stream. Now what do you mean by the blood stream? For example, you can take a tablet, in the mouth, it swell it, and after swelling it goes in the stomach and then pass to the intestine. For example, see the diagram. You can see the digestive system. It's the stomach and the intestine. Small intestine, large intestine, and cloacal aperture. Now here is a buccal cavity, the mouth cavity. Tablet is inside here. It goes to esophagus, then goes to the stomach. Some part of the tablet dissolve in the stomach, then goes to the here small intestine, and here is drug goes in the blood stream. Drug completely absorbed in the blood stream. That is called the systemic effect. Systemic effect. Now the first, then second, local effect. The effect produced by drug in localized area where it is applied for, you may say, the external application on the for cream, jellies, ointment. You can apply on this after swelling. The drug is applied and this go through the blood vessels. The drug reaches in the blood circulation. That is called the local effect. It is applied externally. This is known as the local effect. Then see the again The effect produced by the drug in localized area. Localized area, drug apply on the externally, where it is applied externally. So many creams are you apply the externally. After fall down, swelling is generated, you can apply the ointment, and afterwards, after 2-3 hours, you will get the relief. That drug goes in the penetrate to the skin through the skin, blood vessels. Drug reaches in the blood, drug goes in the blood, and then swelling automatically is decreased. That called the local effect. Now the route of administration, the route of drug administration by following routes. Now you may prepare one chart that you can understand very well. You see, routes of administration. You can write down complete spelling, don't write short. It can classify different book having the different type of the classifications. Some book having the intestinal, that called the eternal, second parenteral, third localized, and fourth inhalation. But some book show the parenteral and the inhalation are the same. But see, whatever it may be, but you understand what do you mean by the route of administration, their ways. Now first, route of administration can be classified as 4-way, but different books show the different. First, intestinal. You may be write down eternal route, second parenteral, third local application, and some books show the parenteral. It can classify 2 types: injections and inhalation. Inhalations. Now first, see the route of administration can classify in the following way. Intestinal, it may be called as eternal route of administration. Second, parenteral. Third, local application. Intestinal route of administration is eternal. It can again classify 3 types. Today you can see only the classification. Oral routes, most common route, oral route. 90% drug can be, choice of the patient is oral. Second, sublingual route, the tablet placed below the tongue and that melt at body temperature, dissolve in the mucous membrane, directly goes to the saliva, through the saliva it goes in the blood circulation. This topic you had already studied in the Sutix PH1 type of tablet, that sublingual tablet commonly used in treatment of blood. Those are suffering from the hypertensions. Now the next should be the third is a rectal route. Some people, some books show the rectal. Now you can write down here rectal administration. Rectal administration, it can, you may also write down the drug you can use the body cavities. that suppositories. And second, now you can say the enema. Enema, that's the, now first you have to discuss just study of the intestinal, that is eternal root. Most books is show the eternal root. Eternal is a Greek word derived from etron. It may be derived from the etron, means intestine. The drug you have to take orally, swallow it, and goes into the intestine, that goes to the oral. That's why it's called as a eternal, is derived from the Greek word etron, that means called intestine. They again classify, sub-classification take place oral. You know the oral tablet you can take directly in the swallow it. Sublingual tablet placed below the tongue, and they are having the property melt at body temperature, immediately goes in the saliva and directly reaches to the systemic circulation. Commonly it is used for the hypertension. Now third is a rectal administration. Write down complete. Rectal administration again classified to some book is referred directly, write down the enema or suppository, but actually scientifically rectal administration suppository. The for suppository is used for the constipation. The small babies, old age people don't have, the fecal matter is not removed from the intestine. They are the suffering from constipation, very difficult, strain is there. That time the suppository insert in the anal puncture, and then fecal matter is removed. And second is enema, you know it, very common. There is no need to explain, you can understand. Now route of administration, second classification is a parenteral route of administration. Now the parenteral routes, it's can classify two type. All type of the injection is given. Parenterals. Now these parenteral route, you can give the injections. These all injection must be sterile, free from microorganisms. Before injection, that site of you apply, doctor is apply the one cotton, and then rub your body that part, that indication free from microorganisms. And nowadays the syringe is available, plastic syringe, they are sterile, use and throw syringe you can use. Now the injections and inhalation. Inhalation means the drug vapor. Drug is a vapor form, gaseous form. You can administer directly, goes in the lungs. Now corona is going on. You can take the steam, water steam, that is more effective. That route called the inhalation. You can steam by inhale through the nose or mouth. Inhale, steam inhale in the goes to the lungs. The drug you can take the gas or vapor, you can take vapor inside the lungs by through the nose cavity or mouth cavity through the lungs. That is called the inhalations. Now the local application, drug, ointment, creams, jellies,